Hello dear learners, in today's video we are going to see about the subsistence farming, commercial farming and dairy farming under the chapter agriculture. Let's get started. Subsistence farming. So this is done by the farmers to satisfy the needs of the family alone. Basically they will be using the primitive method and the archaic technology in the field. That is the ancient methods they will be following. That's all. They don't use any modern machineries or they don't hire any labor. Only they will be involved in this farming. Only the members of the family, they will work on the field. The subsistence farming itself, it is again classified into intensive subsistence agriculture or the farming and the primitive subsistence agriculture or the farming. Okay, so we'll see that. Intensive subsistence farming. The farmer cultivates in a small area, in a small plot of land using the simple tools and large amount of labor. That is, they practice the intensive methods of cultivation. Like they will use the manure, they will use the artificial irrigation, and also they will opt for the better quality seeds. Okay, and why they are using all these things? Okay, they want some maximum yield. So usually here what happens, it is possible to grow more than one crop in the same plot, in the same area where they want to cultivate. So this type of farming, it is practiced in densely populated regions, the Monsoon Asia, South Asia and East Asia. So here the rice is the chief crop grown. Apart from that, wheat, maize, pulses and oil seeds are also grown here. Okay, so this is the intensive subsistence farming. Next one is the primitive subsistence agriculture. That is, the farmers here, apart from the cultivation, they also practice the herding in order to meet their personal needs. So here they also, this type of herding, the practice of herding, it will also give them the additional income. Okay. The next one is the commercial farming. So in the commercial farming, from the word itself, commercial, so it is for the profit. Okay. Here in the commercial farming, the farmers, they cultivate the crops and they also rear animals for the commercial purpose, that is for selling. So the main motive of the farmer in this commercial farming is to make the profit. So here the most of the work is done by the machines, and also the area and the cultivation and the money they invest in this cultivation will be a huge amount. And here this type of farming, the commercial type of farming, it includes the commercial grain farming, plantations and the mixed farming. Now we'll see the commercial grain farming. So this the important regions where this commercial farming is done in the temperate grasslands of North America, Mexico, Europe and Eurasia. The commercial farms, the grain farms, it will be huge and it is spread over a large area, and here in terms of population it will be thinly populated. To do this commercial grain farming, it requires the massive machines like the seed drillers, combine harvesters, threshers. And here due to the severity of winters, only one crop can be harvested during summers. Okay, so this is the overall facts about this commercial grain farming. The next one is the plantation agriculture. What is meant by plantation? That is, in a particular plot or the cultivable area, only one single crop will be cultivated. So this type of agriculture, it was introduced by the Europeans in their colonies in the tropical region. Okay. So under this cultivation, you need a large amount of capital, that is a huge capital, cheap and skilled labor. Scientific techniques should be involved in this for more yield, and then the efficient transport network. And also the managerial and marketing skills are employed in this plantation agriculture. So for the farm produce, you have to take that raw material to the factories. Sometimes the farmers, they will have their own factories, which can be, the raw material can be processed in their own factories. Otherwise, to the other industries, they will sell it and also they will export the farm produce. Here in the major plantation in the tropical regions, if you see, they are the rubber plantation in West Malaysia, coffee in Brazil, tea in India and Sri Lanka. Mixed farming. So this farming, it refers to the cultivation of food crops, fodder crops and the rearing of livestock on the same land at the same time. So this combination of all these primary activities, it adds to the profit of the farmer. So it is practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, Southeast Australia, New Zealand, West Africa and South Africa. Here ranching is also done. The ranching is nothing but the raising livestock, meat or wool on private owned land along with the use of some public land. So this practice is common in Australia, Western USA and Tibet. In India, in the hilly regions, this ranching is done. Next we'll see about the dairy farming. The rearing of cattle on a large scale on the outskirts of the cities to meet the demand for milk and animal products is called the dairy farming. Here the scientific methods of farming are used and heavy capital investment is required for doing this type of farming. So dairy farming is practiced in Australia, New Zealand, Denmark and the Netherlands in Europe and North America. In India, a white revolution was started with the setting up of cooperative societies for dairy farmers. Now we'll see what is the white revolution. In the year 1970, the Operation Flood was launched as a National Dairy Development Board. Okay, it is a project. Some of the objectives are increase the milk production, the rural income need to be raised, and then the fair price for the consumers and also a steady supply of milk. So this particular project, it transformed India from a milk deficient nation into the world's largest milk producer. All this was achieved not merely by the mass production but by production by the masses. This is mainly done by the cooperative society. It is represented in all the sectors, so including the agriculture, food, finance and healthcare. So these cooperative sectors are formed to protect the interest of weaker sections, and here the motive is the welfare of the members of the cooperative societies. In case of the dairy cooperatives, what they are doing is they arrange collection and distribution network. They will be processing the milk and milk products. They will also arrange for the selling of milk through their own depot and through licensed vendors, and also they provide the financial assistance to poor farmers to purchase cattle. So these are all the aspects which made this dairy farming a successful one. Okay, one such example is the Amul in Gujarat, where it is started there in Gujarat first, and soon through the cooperative societies it spread to all the other states of India. Yes children, in the next video we will be seeing in detail about the major crops. Thank you children.